Admitting that the PTI received funds from businessman Arif Naqvi, Imran Khan stressed that the money came through banking channels and was disclosed. The former Prime Minister, while referring to Financial Times article, described Naqvi as a bright Pakistani star in the global financial world whose rise among powerful quarters would greatly benefit the country. Khan also demanded that the ECB probe funding of PPP and PMLN along with PTI. The controversy surrounding developments during Thursday's closed-door meeting of the Judicial Commission of Pakistan deepened further when Chief Justice of Pakistan Umar Ata Bandial relaxed the Commission's rules and ordered the release of over 2-hour-long audio recording of the session to the public. The recording indicates that the Attorney General of Pakistan did request for a deferment of the issues for the time being, but at the same time also suggested that the JCP rules be framed urgently by developing a system of checking or ticking the boxes of the data provided, which will help discourage debates on issues in future so informed decisions could be made properly. PTI's Sibtain Khan was elected as the new Speaker of the Punjab Assembly on Friday, and his first order of business was to allow a motion of no confidence to be moved against Deputy Speaker Dost Mohammad Mazari, which succeeded. The office of the Speaker fell vacant when PTI and PMLQ's joint candidate Chaudhry Parvez Ilahi became the Chief Minister. The trade between Pakistan and Iran was suspended after rains and flash floods washed away Quetta-Zahidin rail track at various points and also brought Afghan transit trade to a halt due to flooding. The railway track was damaged at 3 points after heavy rains last night that lashed Chagai and Nushki districts and caused flash floods that also washed away around 100 houses and swept away the bridge linking Nushki with Quetta-Taftan National Highway. The Friendship Gate at the Pak-Afghan border in Jammu was also closed after heavy rains and floods at the Quetta-Kandahar highway that suspended trade activities. Zaheer Bangalzai, who was identified by his family among the 5 men killed in an operation launched by security forces after the abduction and martyrdom of an army officer and his cousin from Ziyarat, appeared before the media at a press conference in the capital of Balochistan. The family had received a body from the hospital after they identified one of the bodies as that of Zaheer. They later buried the body in the family graveyard some 50 kilometers from Quetta. However, Zaheer told media that he had been in an Iranian jail and returned home few days back. Pakistani and Indian foreign ministers attended the Shanghai Cooperation Organization's Council of Foreign Ministers meeting and events on its margins, but avoided handshakes, even in informal settings. For instance, when the foreign ministers of SCO member countries waited for a joint call on Uzbekistan's president, the 2 foreign ministers sat away from each other. Relations between the 2 neighboring nuclear-armed rivals have been bitter for long. Islamabad had lowered diplomatic ties with New Delhi after the BJP government revoked the autonomous status of Indian-occupied Jammu and Kashmir in 2019.